Hi, I'm going to be working on coloring this picture that I inked in some previous videos today. But first, I would like to set up my timer because I don't want this to run too long. The last couple of times it was an hour or over, and that's just a little bit too long. So I don't know if you can tell from my array of colors over here what I'm going to be working on, but I'm going to be doing skin tones. I'm going to work on the face section today. That looks like, I don't know if you can tell, but that looks like pretty close to my skin tone, but that's a little too close. I like to build up from what we've got. So I'm going to start with this light peach. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's significantly lighter, if you can see. If you can see at all. I know it's kind of awkward. I have multiple light sources today. I've got a natural light over there. I've got a sun lamp directly above. I've got a ring light right there. And I've got another light over there, as well as the light in the living room and the light in the kitchen. And there's still a lot of cast shadows. And surprisingly enough, the ring light seems to be giving kind of a bluish tone. I don't like that. I'll have to turn that guy off. So we're going to start with this one. And the reason I have all of these colors is I'm wanting to go with a more of a dynamic lighting and more of a some more dramatic skin tones. And I'm just going to slowly be building up. I'm going to leave some places white for now. Not that you can tell with this super light peach, but I'm going to leave some places white for now where the light would be hitting it. And there's kind of a little place on the forehead right there. I am like crazy nervous today. I think it's because I haven't been working with colored pencils in years and years. So and it just kind of nervous. I'm really trying to push myself this year to doing more things that are outside my comfort zone, along with the YouTube videos and things like that, but also with my art. And it makes me a little bit nervous, I guess. I have a picture reference that I'm working from just to kind of get an idea where it would be darker and where those highlights would be. Yeah, I'm starting super light so that I can build it up. And this is just sort of mapping out where I want the colors to be, so that when I do go back in there with those other colors, I can kind of see where they're supposed to be. I'm using the regular Prismacolor color pencils. Nothing fancy. I mean, I didn't even know that there were Premier or Ultimate or whatever the heck they call those things. My plan is to start making around, I would like to make videos about, I'd like to make them every Sunday, or release one or upload one every Sunday But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one Sunday, there's going to be a video that's for patrons, and then a public video the next week, and then another one that's for patrons, and then another public video. But at this time, I'm really hoping to just do 3 a month. I'm trying to work up to that. I'm trying to work up to it. So typically, this one that I'm doing right now would be a patron video. So I'm going to do my first Sunday of the month is going to be a long form art video like this one. But for this particular artwork, I'm just going to go ahead and show this one publicly, and then I'll do that with the next one, which, let me just go and give you a little preview of the next one. This is a sketch I made for my next witchy picture. So when I ink this one, this will be a patron video. It'll be on first Sunday of the month, not next month, because I have a feeling this one's going to take me a while. Obviously, at the rate I'm going right now, it's going to take me a little bit. But then I want and I want those to be about 30 minutes. I don't want to end up having, like before, where it's just epic. It gets to be too much. So the first one will be a long form video for patrons of me doing art and talking for about 30 minutes. And then the second one that will be released publicly will be a time lapse of that video. No talking. I'll find some music or something to add into that. So that one will be public. And that way, if you're interested in seeing this excruciatingly long process, you're more than welcome to become a patron. But you won't have to. You can watch me create these in the time-lapse videos. And I always show the finished one on my Patreon, the full size, for free. I mean, if you want to follow me there, you can see it there. Now, what I'm wanting to do with this one is I kind of want to have, I want it to go from kind of a pinkish color to yellow, like the shadows to be a pink color. I'm going to start with the light pink, which is, just pink. And start coloring in there a little bit. So it's going to look quite peculiar, I think, at first when I start adding these colors in. And so the second one, as I said, is going to be a time lapse. That will be the second Sunday. Obviously, we're off for this month completely. And then the third video is going to be kind of like it'll be another patron video, but it's going to be a sort of work in progress of whatever I'm working on, whatever other creative projects I'm working on. So might be, I think the next one I'm going to be doing is going to be showing some things that are happening in the store, some creative projects I'm working on for our store. And then, and probably some things on the renovation, like some, probably something like some before on the renovation in my loft up here, and some durings, obviously. And then that last video, I'm not going to start doing that one until I hit my next Patreon goal, which is basically my YouTuber goal. And that's going to be more edited videos. So probably some things like when I'm doing the renovation, some before, during, and after, and different projects like that. Maybe going to art museums. But it'll be a variety. I have a whole list of things that I would like to do for that. This pink is starting to get out of control. Like I said, I am like really nervous about working on these with this particular. It's been so long since I've done colored pencils. And especially something where I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. Wish I could visualize things like other people can, but that's just not an ability I have. Okay, that is... See, when I do stuff like this, it's like, oh my gosh, it looks crazy right now to me. And then when other people do it, I can see where they're going with it. I just can't see it when I do it. So, oh, that was not the lightest pink. Okay, well, learn your lesson today, Angela. I'm going to go to the purple now. This is going to be some of the darker shadows are going to be in this purplish tone. I don't want to press down too hard with any of these because it makes it more difficult to blend. I think I should have left that a little bit lighter right there. I can tell you right now, this is not going to get completed today. Try to bring it back into some of the warm with this orange right here. Okay, I'm going to just show y'all. This drives me insane. When people sharpen both ends of the pencil, it just drives me nuts. But what makes me even more crazy is whoever sharpened this one, I'm going to tell you it was not me. They sharpened the end where the name of the color is. And you know, as an artist, you kind of need to know, so that if you go, oh, I'm going to go back and use some more of that color, a lot of these are very similar, you know, just to look at the tip of these yellows, they're very similar. So to know what you're doing, you kind of have to know what that color was. Ooh, ease up. That one is really bright. This one will be good for some of the highlight areas, or just under the highlights, I think. Oh my gosh. This is what color is that? Spanish orange. That is just a really vibrant color. Ooh, did she mess this up with this color? Stay tuned. Yeah, I think that was a little bit more of what I had intended to use, this color right here. My picture reference just says the darks and shadows. It does not have the color that I'm trying to make happen here. What drives me crazy is that you can see the paper through it. I don't know why, but whenever I see that, I'm like, oh gosh, press harder, press harder. We're gonna go back to another purple. No, you know what? I wanted to have more of a pink. Let me look at this color. Because I am in Gryffindor, I was wanting to have a little bit more of a red and gold kind of, like red for the shadows, reddish with a little bit of purple in there for the shadows, and then kind of a gold color for the highlights. Or just really use a lot more kind of pinks and golds. And then on the picture for Kathy, since she's in Ravenclaw, I was going to do blues for her shadows and some golds and yellows for her highlights as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Is this gonna be catastrophic? I think because I watch so many YouTubers that make these videos and they always turn out so perfect, I think that puts a lot of pressure on for people, especially if you're just learning something. I mean, I'm not mad at them for showing things like that. I try to be a little bit more inspired by it than discouraged. But it definitely, when you're trying to do something and you're on camera, it definitely does put a little bit more pressure on. But it's good. It's good to challenge yourself. I try to do that regularly. And that's definitely what I'm trying to do this year. We must be getting close to the time. My screensaver just popped up. Go back and add some more purple in there. That really pushes those areas where it's supposed to be darker. Oops, forgot to do the ears. Gone back to that light peach, just to blend some of that. Tone that yellow down just a little bit. Kind of working all over the place. But I've had a habit in the past of getting one area looking really nice, and then when I try to duplicate it in another area, it just doesn't happen. So that's why I'm trying this out. Color called blush, where is that? There it is. Oh, goodness. Well, that is all I pretty much got done for this little round. I'm not too terribly upset about that, because honestly I didn't think I was going to get much done. And I'm not too mad at where it is right now. You can start see some of those places where the shadows make it recede, where those purples make it kind of, the face kind of turn a little bit. And when I come back and work on this some more, I'll get some more of that in there. And so we've got those nice areas where it starts to pop forward, where we left it white, and then that's starting to kind of go back in there, which I like. I think I'm going to push that a little bit more next time, so that this goes back a little bit more to kind of shape that face on that side, because it was looking really flat when I first had it, and I feel like that looks a lot better. So yeah, that's how far we got today. Not too far, but we'll work on some more and get it where we want it. So I will see you all next time. Make sure you go out there and live inspired.